Hello and welcome along to Mondo Chelloveck Movies. My name is John, and this video is going to be a review on the corrected discs for House on the Edge of the Park from 88 Films. Now, I've just received them, and I'll talk about them in 2 seconds. The reason why I'm filming this at night is because I've been out all day. I went to the hospital to find out about my results for my diagnosis for my health scare, which I will make a full video on. Now, the reason I'm going to make a full video on it, and I didn't really want to do that, but I think I should do it because it'll all be apparent in the video, which will come out on Friday, because I'm at work actually for quite a bit of this period of this week. So I wasn't going to make a full video on it, and I wasn't really going to talk about it apart from maybe a throwaway line in a video. But I thought from the consultant, when I've been talking to the consultant today, I thought this might be really important for somebody to hear. So what I'm going to do is, it might seem very clickbaity, the video, and I apologize for that. I'm not one to do clickbaity videos, but I want to get this out, probably seen by as many people as possible, because I feel that this could maybe affect people in the future. And, if you get to know about these things, maybe it's happened to you, you might think, hey, I need to get this checked out. Anyway, that's coming up on Friday. I'm not going to be too sensationalist about it, but I do think it's something I want to speak about after talking to the consultant about what it is. So anyway, that'll be coming up on Friday. So getting back to this, I was really hoping to get to this week because everybody had been receiving theirs, and I know that this has been a long time coming. So what I will say is, though, that this one here is the 88 Films Italian collection. It is spine number 78. It's from 1980. This is a great movie from Ruggero Deodato. And actually, the more I watch this movie, the more I like it. This movie is basically a home invasion by this guy here, who's really, what a piece of work he is. But actually, the people who are in this house, this party that he goes to, is by these kind of yuppies, although I don't think yuppies were invented in 1980. And to be honest, these people are as vile as he is. It's great, actually. It's such a juxtaposition on these sort of like either ends of the spectrum. But great movie. If you can get a chance to see it and want to see it, it's brutal in places, but I highly recommend it. It's probably one of my favorite Ruggero Deodato movies. It's got a great soundtrack as well. So anyway, 88, a long time ago, said they made a mistake with this, and it was the mistake they made was with the framing of the movie. It was in the wrong frame aspect ratio. Now, I did a video on this a while ago saying that yes, the video is it is wrong. I did compare it to the Severin Blu Ray release, and I said there is a little bit of information from the top and bottom that you don't get on this version here, and it is in that Severin. So I could understand why this was like upgraded. But what I said was, and what I will say again is that this version, I mean, the bits that are cropped up, we're talking millimeters here. And if you didn't know, well, I didn't know when I saw it because it's literally, I don't know who saw this in the first place, but I think it's minuscule. So if you've got this one and you don't know, you don't want to get this one, and you don't want to sort of swap it, or you want to get rid of these discs because you've got the replacement discs, or you're going to buy these replacement discs, do know that they look more or less exactly the same. You're getting like for like. I'll take you through the differences in the discs so you can tell which ones are which. But for me, if you're going to get the ones that are wrong, they aren't bad. They're practically a losing a couple of millimeters. It doesn't take anything away from the movie itself. The actual presentation is exactly the same. The stereo is the same. Also, the DNR is the same. Not DNR, HDR. And also, there's no added Dolby Atmos or Dolby Vision on here, so you're not getting anything different apart from that little bit of information. As you see from the screenshots, you will see that there is more information, but it's not much. And to me, it doesn't take away from this film. So to recap, if you were to get the uncorrected discs, you wouldn't be missing much. And if you've got this one and you haven't got the means to get the new versions, or you're struggling to get them, because a lot of people have had problems getting the Hell of the Living Dead, which was replaced a long time ago, and they've still not got their stuff, which is a travesty. You will know that you're not missing that much. But if you want to get the new ones, or you want to get it in the future, and you want to think which is the new ones, I'll show you. So I was sent the discs like this today, and there's two in there. Now, these are the ones from here. These are the uncorrected ones. These are the ones that came with this original set. I'll swap them over at the minute. These are the proper ones in here, are the ones the new ones. So as you can see, the differences will be the house on the edge of the park on the new 4K is that font. And also the font on the The new Blu-ray is a different color. So I'll put them side by side and you'll see exactly what I mean. So there you go. If I can get them in shot. So these are the corrected discs. Now you'll see the 88 sign on them is like more like white or black. On here, this is the uncorrected discs. They are blue. So if you get this one, blue 88s, you get that font on them. Well, actually, the blue 88s will be the big giveaway. The red of the actually you might see this in a separate release. You might see this down the line, and you might not be too genned up on what you're going to see. So you're looking for these are the wrong ones, but in a way they're not far off being right. These are the corrected ones. You get the black house by the house on the edge of the park on the Blu-ray, and also the black 88 logo, which is completely different on this one. On the brand new 4K, you get the new font of house by the on the edge of the park, which is the same font as that, and also the white 88, which you don't get on there. So as you can see, there's not that much difference, but you can tell the difference. It's a bit more of an easy look at than the ones you get on Hell of the Living Dead. But what I will reiterate, I will say that what you're getting, what this is, this is the new set, and what you get on here is pretty much the same as this one, with that added, and I mean small bit. As you can see from the screenshots, there's just a little bit on the top and a little bit on the bottom. But if somebody wanted, I mean, obviously I would like the full version, and I'm glad that they've done that. And I think I don't know, however this happened, I think they want to try to be a bit more, when they look at these things, they want to sort of scrutinize them a little bit more before they put them out. And then they don't have to do this thing. So I put these discs in here. Now in here, what I've noticed actually with the sets, because this has just come out again, this is a reversible art. You do get that other art. You do get this other art on this other side of here. Now, when you see it in the shops, I've seen this in the shops, it's just come back out in the 4K on the Blu-ray, the remastered, well, the new ones. It looks like this. There's no slipcover on it, and I don't know about the posters in it. So when you got the original set, you will get this really good booklet, and you also get a big poster. Now you get loads and loads of the old original pictures, which are great. I love stuff like this. In fact, I would probably take the old original pictures over any text, but you do get a lot of text in here. So a nice booklet, which I don't think you get in this new release. I don't know. You also get this nice poster. So what I would say is, if you wanted to, if you see this one as with the slipcover, I don't think you get the slipcover anymore. So if you wanted to get one that had the slipcover on and you think it was wrong, it's not much wrong, but if you wanted to get it and then swap your discs out so you could get the full package, you could do it that way. Instead of getting this new one that hasn't got all the bells and whistles with it. That's the short answer to that one. So I would hate somebody to buy this and kind of miss out and think, oh, all this stuff existed, because you can probably still find this. You might even find this in CX. Do get it. Check to see if you've got the wrong discs. And if you look at the discs and they look like that, you'll know you have the wrong discs. But it's not that far off, as I saw from the screenshots. And all you've got to do is you've got to get in touch with 88 and just say, look, I picked this up. I've got the wrong discs on here. I'd like you to send me some of the real discs, the new discs, which are literally, as you can see. If you weren't scrutinizing, well, I would never know. You will get these sent out to you. And then you would have the full package. You'd have this, you'd have the poster, you'd have the booklet, and you'd also have the slipcover. And it's a great package. It's one of the best ones out there. I think 88, apart from, and I mean, it's a slight, I could say that you've got to be careful with your grading, but maybe this is something that was really hard to sort of pick up on when this was sent out. But this is a great movie. I highly, highly recommend it. It's quite a brutal watch, but it's a really good watch in the same respect. I don't know why that's on like that. I know it's part of a bench, but when it's on the shelf, it looks really weird. So I have it on the shelf like that, you know. So that's just a little thing about that, which isn't really a thing. So there you go. A description on the corrected discs of House on the Edge of the Park. And it's great that they've done this. It's took them forever to do it. They're not very good with, and they did say they're not going to really reply to anyone's request for these things, but I think they should at least acknowledge people who are getting in touch with them incessantly and saying, "Where's my? Oh, you've got my order for this. Can I have another thing?" And they're not really doing that, but they might be sending them out, but people are kind of in the dark with that. I don't know. But anyway, hopefully in the future they won't do this again and they won't have to. This must have cost them a bit of money. It's not going to be cheap, especially. I mean, this was sent to me, postage paid for me. I've got these two discs. I could, if I wanted to, which I won't. I could sell the old discs, probably get, I don't know, maybe a tenner for them. And that's paid sort of money for this, but it's not the way I want to go. I don't mind. I don't think that anyone shouldn't do that. It's up to yourselves. But I do think that at last 88, I've got this out to everybody. And this has been ongoing since March. So it shows you how long this has been going on for. And I can understand how people are getting very impatient about getting a resolvement for this. So thanks for watching and do stick around for that video on Friday. Now, the reason why I'm going to put it out as in a sort of semi-clickbait fashion is because I want people to see it. Because if anyone has the same symptoms or things happen to them in the same way as it did to me, they might want to go and get it checked out because I would have never known anything about this. But I do think it's a thing that, yes, make it clickbaity because I want people to see it. It's a video that I think you should look at. Nothing on it could be nothing that's ever happened to you, but maybe it's happened to a family member or maybe somebody you know and said, "Oh, this thing happened to me. It's a bit weird." And all these things I've been talking about to the doctor, and I'd said to him, like this happened. He goes, "Oh, hang on a minute. What did you say about that?" We'll have to go through that bit because that's pertinent to what we're talking about today. So yeah, so it was a bit of an eye opener. I was really glad I went. It took a long time to get there because I remember I talked about this on a video in October, and here we are, in the middle of January, finally finding out what it's all about. And it's still ongoing, but I will talk about that in a separate video. So apologies if it looks clickbaity. It is clickbaity because I want people to click on it and I want people to see it because it might help people out in the future. Okay, so thanks for watching. You take care, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.